Lunch for today will be choice of chicken nuggets or cheese pizza quesadilla, or chef salad with diced egg or pizza stack pack. Mashed potatoes, fresh veggies, choice of fresh or canned fruit, and milk and cream.
Today at Westchester, wear maroon and gold. Tonight, Chesterton Trojan football team will compete at Michigan City. Go Trojans! And don't forget the WIS fundraiser at Five Guys in Valpo on Sunday. Mention WIS when you order and some of the proceeds will come back to our school.
Celebrating a birthday today is Irene Camacho. Happy birthday to you.
Celebrating the birthday weekend will be Rob Hansen, Jessica Martin, James Strickland, Quinn Fry, and Ava Kendall.
With the weekend weather, here is Devin Drought.
This is Devin Drought with the weekend weather. Another weekend with not much sunshine is staring at us. Today will be 73, Saturday will be 74, and Sunday will be 71 with possible showers. Fall is coming, folks. Be ready, very ready.
With 3 questions, here's Mr. Doolin.
Hey, this is Mr. Doolin, and it is time for 3 questions once again. It worked out so well last week. The only problem was Mr. Longacre was a little upset that I didn't interview him. And so, I had to take care of that. So this week I am interviewing Mr. Scroggins. Mr. Scroggins is here for me to interview. And we're going to ask him 3 questions so you can find out a little bit more about Mr. Scroggins. First question, actually not a question, this is more of a statement. Could you introduce yourself and tell us one interesting fact about yourself?
My name is Mr. Scroggins. I teach 6th grade math. Interesting fact, I think I used this in a faculty meeting one time. I like to go to a lot of concerts. I've even been to some with Mr. Doolin, but the very first concert that I ever saw when I was a kid was Elvis Presley at the Chicago Stadium.
All right, and Elvis. Hey. Who was your favorite teacher when you were growing up?
My 6th grade teacher, Mrs. Massa. And actually, Mr. Spears knows her son fairly well. But yeah, it was my 6th grade teacher at Liberty Elementary in Hobart.
I think I know her son as well.
Yeah.
All right, now here's the tough question. Pizza or donut? Pizza or donut?
That's easy for me. Pizza, all the way. Pizza.
Pizza, all right,
All
pizza.
the way.
All right, if you could teach one lesson, and only one lesson, to every single kid in this building this year, what would that lesson be?
When we do math and health, I tell the kids this usually. Even though I'm a math teacher, you would think it would be a math lesson, but the most important lesson that I would say is actually when we're in health is to never start smoking. Never start smoking cigarettes. The drugs and alcohol, that's a whole separate thing, and that's covered by a lot of people, a lot of places, but I don't think it's hammered enough to not ever start smoking, and you get addicted really fast, and it can really mess up your life in a lot of ways. And it's personal for me in a lot of ways, so that's my lesson, and I really hammer that in health class, and I tell kids that they only remember one thing from me the entire year, including what they learned in math class, it's to not start smoking. That's my most important lesson.
That is a good lesson. All right, and before we leave, last week we had a staff member show us she could touch her nose with her tongue. Can you do that?
No, not even close.
Oh, well, we at least have one staff member who can touch her nose with her tongue. All right, well, now you know a little bit more about Mr. Scroggins. Next week we'll have another staff member here to be interviewed, so have a great weekend. Thank you for watching.
We now ask that you stand for the pledge. If you are in the hall, face the nearest flag or face east.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please remain standing for a moment of silence.
That brings us to the end of today's AMA 15. You will be hearing from Devin and Ira on Monday. Until then, enjoy your weekend.